Hi, my name's Chris.
My name's Hannah.
And we've been together about 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
I met Hannah the way that most people nowadays seem to meet each other, which is online. We started messaging on Plenty of Fish, and there was something different about her. I could tell from the first few conversations. She was funny, she was actually engaging in conversation, not short sentences. And we decided to meet after a few weeks of talking. And from the first time that I met her, I knew that she was going to be someone important in my life.
We met on Plenty of Fish, which is a dating app, a bit like Tinder. We were talking for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then Chris rang me out the blue one day asking if I wanted to go for a drink. But it turned into 4 hours in the pub and quite a few drinks, actually. I think I got pretty drunk. He's probably going to tell you this, that I got really drunk, because I did, but it wasn't as bad as he's going to tell you.
Yeah, and you got drunk off 2 beers.
I knew this was going to happen.
You can't hide it.
2.5 beers. And I hadn't had anything to drink for 4 months. So yes, I did get drunk off 2.5 beers.
2 beers.
We fell in love pretty much straight away. We knew that this was going to be something. And I thought, if anything, this person is going to be a huge part of my life, whether as a friend or more. But probably in the next week, we really liked each other. We were going to go on a second date, but I had to go back home for a doctor's appointment, so we couldn't. And then Chris went back to uni for 6 weeks. So we didn't actually see each other for 6 more weeks, but we talked on Skype every day. And that's when we made a huge connection. We became really good friends, and we developed feelings for each other.
It feels to be in love just a warm, safe feeling. Everything that happens to me, I want to share with Hannah. Everything that she feels and does, she wants to share with me. It's so cliche, but 2 people just coming together and feeling complete. When I'm around her, I just feel like I'm the best kind of person I can be, and I hope that she feels the same as well.
It feels like the feeling you get when you've had a really long day and you come home and you just dump your stuff and you're like, oh, that's what it feels like. It feels very safe.
Our love is very strong.
It's very strong. It always has been very strong, actually.
I speak to people, friends or colleagues or people in the family, and they say, have you ever argued? Like, what's the closest you've ever come to falling out? We've never had an argument before. I think just constant talking, whether it's constructive talking about problems that we've got or stupid talking about things that have gone in our day, we're just always speaking to each other, and it just makes our love really, really strong.
What keeps it strong is that you've got to have fun with them still. Don't take things too seriously. Like life, don't take it too seriously, and find the fun in everything. We didn't know each other, no. We've been speaking online, or texting, but we'd never met before, ever. So we met and pretty much fell in love straight away.
When we first met, we were still getting to know each other. We knew that we loved each other from quite early on, but it was still being explored. Whereas now, we know each other inside out. We know if someone's had a bad day and they're trying to hide it. We know if there's something on their mind that they maybe don't want to talk about. So it's just a deeper, more thorough understanding.
We do a lot of travelling. We've been to, I think, 6 countries together now in the last couple of years. And next year we're planning to go to Asia for 3 months together. We do like that a lot.
So travel is a huge thing for us, so whether it's in the UK or if it's abroad, we aim to do 2 countries a year, which I think is achievable. So there are big aims, but we also just like having movie nights in, getting out the sofa bed, and just watching films that we've seen 100 times, eating popcorn, going out to restaurants, just all the usual stuff that people would think of. But because it's with the person that I love most, it always feels really special. Love means to me sharing your life with your best friend, and achieving your ambitions and growing a life together?
You know, obviously for me it was amazing. It was the best day of my life, and yeah, the excitement hasn't really stopped since. You know, it's exciting that you're making the next step to become a unit, a family unit, not just boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, you're a real team now.
Yeah, and I feel like we are a team.
Yeah, we are.
We are a
We
team.
are.
Yeah, making decisions on wedding venues, that has to be done as a team.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, I'm Frances Murrells, wife of Jeff.
I'm Jeff Murrells. I'm 74 years old and been married to Frances for 50 years.
And I'm 72.
At a guest board swimming gala, I worked for the guest board, and Frances' father worked for the guest board, and there was a swimming gala on at Colchester, so we all travelled down in coach together. And when I saw Frances, first of all, I fancied her.
We met at a swimming gala where Jeff was. He was part of the group, you know, who was swimming from this eastern region guest board. Yeah, so I wasn't taking part at all. I went along just to take my mind off the fact that on the way home from college, I saw a boy that I really liked, and he was with another girl. And so when I got home, I was, you know, what shall I say, very upset. And so my mother said, "Why don't you come with us this evening? We're going to..." So I said, "Oh, okay, well, we'll..." And that's where I met Jeff. You feel happy, full of anticipation. There's just you have a different feeling inside of you. Content. Yeah, I think that's says it all, really.
It's the expectation of meeting again, of being in somebody's company, and the feeling of euphoria that goes along with that.
Yeah, I think it's quite strong, because we've been married for 50 years, and like I say, we'd had quite a number of problems along the line. We hadn't been married very long, and we had our first baby, and he was stillborn, and so that was quite a challenge. Then we had another son, Paul, and after Paul we had James, who has learning difficulties, and so that was quite a difficult time of our lives. Probably about 3 years, until he was about 3 or 4, probably. And where a lot of couples perhaps could drift apart, but we managed to keep together.
I think to have a strong love means that you've got to have shared values. It's the values that are important, not so much interest.
When we first met, it was alive. We felt alive and full of anticipation, what you might be doing, where you're going. It was just something between the two of you. But now we've been married all those years, but it's still there. The love's still there.
In the beginning, it's more of a physical attraction, but as the years go on, then it subtly changes. To me, love is trust and respect and shared values.
Well, what do we like to do together?
Socialise.
Yes. You more than me.
No, we've got joint friends,
Oh, yes, I know
couples,
that,
and that
yeah.
we socialise with.
Yeah. We like walking together.
Like walking, yeah. That's a bit restricted nowadays because of France's problems, but we still manage something, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.